What if I could teach you the way to reduce your cost per lead on Google Ads by up to 50%? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how to do exactly that. According to WordStream, the average conversion rate on Google Ads for the legal industry is 6.98%. However, at our team, SMB team, we routinely get an average of 14% or higher on our conversion rates for our clients on their Google Ads. And in this video, I'm going to show you the 4 things that we do that have the biggest impact to going from a 7% industry average to more than double the industry average at greater than 14%. Now, the difference between 7 and 14% might not seem like that big of a deal, but it is a huge deal. And let me tell you why. Let's say you're a personal injury attorney and you're bidding on the keyword personal injury lawyer near me. You're going to pay on average $36.73 per click. That means that 100 clicks, not phone calls, not leads, but just clicks, will cost you $3,673. Now, if you go by the industry average and you get 100 clicks, then that should produce about 7 phone calls. At 7 phone calls, that means that you're going to pay $525 on average per call. Now let's say that you're one of our clients and your page has a 14% conversion rate. Well, on 100 clicks, on average, you'll get about 14 calls. But the difference is, instead of paying $525 per call, you'll pay approximately $262 per call. So what that means is that you can spend the same amount of money and get twice as many phone calls and twice as many clients, or you can cut your budget in half and get the same amount of clients that you're presently getting. Pretty cool, right? All right, so enough math. Let's talk about how we actually do this for our clients and how you can do this for yourself as well. So you have to understand, when you're running Google AdWords, there's 2 parts. There's what actually happens in the AdWords platform. So what settings do you use? What keywords do you bid on? What keywords do you exclude? What extensions do you use? There's lots of things that happen on the AdWords platform, and we're not going to go into that in this video. But what we are going to talk about is the other side, the landing page side. What happens when someone actually clicks on your ad, and what is the experience like on their landing page? Because that makes a huge difference. So after spending more than $100 million on behalf of our clients on legal PPC ads, these are the 4 things that we found that make the biggest impact and get the best conversion rates. The first thing that we found is you have to have a dedicated landing page. So many times we see lawyers that have a company running their PPC ads and they're just running their ads straight to their homepage, straight to their website. This doesn't work very well because your website should have 3 things in mind. The first is your branding and the overall look and feel of the website. The second is search engine optimization, and the third is conversion rate optimization. Now, I'm not going to get into how lackluster most marketing companies are at all 3 of these things. Actually, they're usually pretty good at the branding thing, and then they're okay at search engine optimization, and then the conversion rate optimization is usually absolutely terrible. And that's actually why you don't want to be running your PPC ads that you're paying $10, $15, $20, $100, maybe even $200 a click if you're in really, really competitive areas. You don't want to be running them to a page that isn't specifically designed for conversion rate optimization. A lot of times law firm websites are designed primarily for what you think looks good, and then they sprinkle some search engine optimization on top so that you actually show up in Google, and sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't. But the problem is that typically conversion rate optimization, and that's the optimization that actually makes somebody pick up the phone and call you, that actually converts the visitor, the website visitor, into a lead, a lot of times that's lacking or it's really not emphasized. But the thing is, with a landing page, you don't need search engine optimization. You're paying for Google to send you the traffic. So that landing page should have 0 search engine optimization on it whatsoever. And the problem is that search engine optimization and conversion rate optimization typically clash. They don't go together. What you have to do is you have to find this balance of search engine optimization and conversion rate optimization for your website, because you need both of those things so that you can get free traffic and then people will pick up the phone. You don't need the search engine optimization if you're buying traffic from Google. So that's why you should have a dedicated landing page that's designed specifically for conversion rate optimization. Because if you're sending traffic to a website, that website should give them only one of 2 options: either contact you or leave the page. Those are the only 2 options that landing page should have. And we found that when you limit your landing page to having only those 2 options, your conversion rates go through the roof. Now, the second thing that we do is we make sure that the messaging in the ad matches the messaging on the landing page. For example, let's say that you're a personal injury lawyer and you're running ads for car accidents and motorcycle accidents and trip and fall and brain injuries. If you send all of your traffic to one generic landing page, then that is not congruent. So for example, let's say you have a brain injury ad and someone searches brain injury attorney and they click on the ad that talks about brain injuries and it takes them to a generic personal injury landing page. That landing page is not congruent with the message in the ad. After all the testing that we've done, we've found that when the messaging in the ad matches the messaging on the landing page, conversion rates go through the roof. If you have a personal injury page that's just a catch-all page, it's not going to be as good as if you have a specific personal injury page and brain accident page. And whatever specific types of cases that you're getting, you should make sure that the landing page matches the messaging on the ad. It's the easiest thing to do and it will skyrocket your conversion rates. Okay, so the third thing that we do, we make sure that the messaging on our landing page is selling the resort, not the vehicle. What does that mean? Okay, let me tell you a story to illustrate this point. A couple years ago, my wife and I went to Cancun and we used a travel agent to book the vacation for us. So when the travel agent was telling us about where we should go and telling us about the resort, she told us about how our room is right on the beach and we have our own plunge pool and we have our own butler and it's adults only and all you can eat and all you can drink and it's absolutely amazing. The one thing she didn't tell us about though was the airplane ride. Why is that? Because the airplane ride sucks. Nobody wants the airplane ride. What they want is the resort. What they want is the result. Your legal services are the vehicle. Nobody wants to file for bankruptcy. Nobody wants to sue anybody. But what they want is they want to start a new life. They want freedom from their debt. They want their medical bills paid. They want their health back. They want all of the benefits. So the problem is that most lawyers on their page are talking about the vehicle. You're talking about your legal services. You're talking about the features, not the benefits. Remember this, features tell, benefits sell. So the messaging on your landing page needs to talk about three things. What is it that they want? What is the result that they want? How do they get it? And what will their life be like after they get it? And if you use that messaging on your landing page, your conversion rates will go way up because you're talking about the things that people actually want instead of talking about yourself and instead of talking about the vehicle. If the travel agent would have just spent the entire time telling us about the airplane ride, we never would have booked the vacation. So always ask yourself, am I selling the vehicle or am I selling the resort? Now, the fourth thing that we add to every page, and we kind of go overboard with this, but it makes a huge difference, is social proof. And we add social proof in many different ways. First of all, we always want to make sure that we have written social proof, that we have written testimonials from past clients, and those are prominently displayed on the page. The second thing we want to do is we want to make sure that we have at least one video from a client that is giving a testimonial as well. Now, the reason it's important to have two types of social proof is that some people like to read and some people like to watch videos. I prefer to watch videos, but I'm not everybody. So by putting written testimonials and videos on the page, you are guaranteeing that you're reaching both types of people. Now, if you don't have video testimonials, it's really easy to get them. All you have to do is interview clients on Zoom. And when you interview them, ask them the following 5 questions. What was the problem that you had before you came to our law firm? Why did you pick us over all the other firms out there? What did we do for you? What were the results? How did these results impact your life? And then go to Fiverr.com, find a video editor, and have them edit the video for you. And now you have a great video testimonial. Now, there's another thing that we do that really supercharges and made a huge difference in our landing page conversion rate. And that is we added a Google review widget to every page. And we use a widget from a company called ElfSite. And what's really cool about this widget is that it shows visually the 5 stars that the client has. It pulls right from their Google business profile. And if you click on it, it will actually expand and people can see the reviews, but they're not in the way of the page and they don't prevent them from scrolling. So these are 4 things you can do to dramatically reduce the cost of what it costs to get you a phone call from Google. And this is important because whoever can spend the most to acquire a client always wins. And what that means is that if you can pay half as much for your ads and for your leads, then you can spend the same amount of money to get twice as many leads as your competitors, which means that you will win every single time. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video and we will talk to you soon.